Okay, swim session recording number 2. Special guest today,
Louis.
Mr. Chalky.
Yeah, Mr. Chalky.
Now, good thing about training with Louis is he's got a pair of goggles, so we're not sharing today, are we?
No, I don't share goggles.
Sharing lane. What session is this for you, swimming now?
Session 3 for me.
Session 3.
So I got 2 laps in on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to try and get 5, hopefully today, 5 consecutive laps.
5 consecutive.
Swimming's never been something I can even do, to be honest with you. I was always terrible at swimming in school.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, we're just working on technique, aren't we?
Yeah.
Again, slowing it down. Now, I've come on quite a bit since my last recording. I've only done 2 more sessions, but I went from doing 6 or 8 on that video to the next session doing 10, and then did 20, and then I did 40 last session, so which is a kilometre. So I've now can swim a kilometre. So I'm feeling quite good about my swimming, so I'm going to tail back the distance today and work on a bit more speed, and I'm going to try and work on some tumble turns as well, because at the minute I'm grabbing the side to come back and I might get an extra breath in. I'm trying not to. Yeah. I'm trying to keep it in tune with my breathing, but
I think it throws you out a bit as well when you're touching the wall and turn. I was doing it different every time when I was turning. I was like, I need to get in a routine and do the same turn. Yeah. So tumble turns were pretty.
I think one of the big things that helped me with the swimming as well is I've got used to swallowing a bit of water every now and again. When I was first swimming, I say I breathed a bit wrong, I swallowed a bit of water, I'd panic.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm panicking.
And then because you're panicking, you're then it gets you more breathless, and then you get more tired. So I've just got used to being in the water a little bit, so that'll just come with time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna work today, do a bit of talking, hopefully a bit of filming, see how busy the pool is. We've just got in the pool, not wet yet. Well, you're wet.
I'm wet, ready to go.
Yeah, gonna warm up with some breaststroke again, 2 lengths, and then we'll get into the actual work.
Yeah.
Let's go. Go on, let's see your breaststroke.
Breaststroke now. My breaststroke's awful.
Yeah, it is. Come on. So Louis, for some reason, he just hasn't worked out the breathing yet. He doesn't breathe out underwater constantly, so he comes up and he's got to breathe out when he comes out of the water. So that's what he's got to work on.
Right, so I'm back after my breaststroke. 2 laps. Pretty hard. I'm out of breath me already. You out of breath or not? No. No? I'm fucked.
So, I'm going to work on some tumble turns now.
Look at me in the camera.
You need to work on some technique.
Yeah, I need to work on technique.
So what are you going to work on? Were you breathing out underwater then?
I was breathing out. I'm not breathing like humming.
Yeah, it's going to make you bubbles.
I'm going.
Yeah, I make a noise, yeah.
Yeah.
It helps, yeah.
I don't know why I do that way.
No, I do actually, now you said it.
I can't breathe out. If I breathe, I come up and go.
Yeah.
And go back in. Yeah. This is
so it's out. Yeah. So, I'm going to do some tumble turns. What I might do is I'm going to do the tumble turn on this side so the camera can see it as well.
Yeah.
Because it'll be quite funny. I have tried a couple and I just keep missing the wall. So
angle it down and so you can see.
I think I'm going to headbutt the wall a few times because I keep missing it with my feet. So I'm going to get closer and I'm going to get too close. I can see it coming.
I'm going to try it and give it a go.
You're going to try?
I'll just try. I want to go with that.
Right, okay. So I'm going to do a length now. If you want to stay here, let me crawl and we can see how it compares to last time.
Yeah. Cool. A solid turn from Andy over. He's going a lot quicker than he was the other day. He's a lot faster, pretty slow. But it's a nice control technique. Get ready for his turn here. Not bad. Not bad. You timed it perfect as well, you had full...
I hit the wall. Oh, the wall goes up my nose.
Yeah, that's what I think you do.
I need to
hold your nose as you
work
do
that out, don't I? Yeah. That's horrible.
He's going to your brain.
Maybe he's going to crawl. I see it. I think one of Louis' problems is he proper lifts his head out the water. When he's breathing, it's not like to the side, it's like you'll see it on the way back in, and that'll slow him down. I think it gets him off balance a little bit as well. I'm out of breath because I've just tumble turned and just took a load of water up my nose, and it's horrible. So I need to work out. If you've got any tips on how not to get water up your nose when you're turning, let me know. See if you can see his head position. How are you feeling?
Better.
Did you rest at the other end? I didn't see. No.
Came through it down.
Kept coming.
But on the way up then, just breathe loads of water in. But I recovered pretty quickly.
You recovered while you were
I did like the wrong breathe, and I just said I'm going to keep going, and then recovered once I was doing it.
And that's what you've got to get used
better.
to, and that'll stop you panicking.
Because before I was doing that, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like, can I catch myself?
Yeah.
And then going again.
Now you're just keeping on swimming
Now
through
I think
it.
I'm going to power through it and keep going.
Yeah.
Which, even in the open water, got no choice, have you?
I know, that's the thing, like, it's all well and good swimming in the pool. When you give up,
Yeah.
you just breaststroke
I'm
back to the
definitely going
edge.
too fast though, because I feel tired.
Yeah.
And like, my shoulders shouldn't feel tired.
You're still doing that thing where you breathe to the side, and then you look forward before you put your head down. So it's just off to the side.
I was looking forward again.
I'm not saying I don't do it, but I know you're not supposed to.
It's like look down, not look up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now I'm doing 2 lengths fast, and I was just doing 2 lengths breaststroke straight after his recovery, like getting used to swimming on the fatigue. But I don't know why I'm breaststroke recovering, so I'm gonna do 2 crawl fast into, like, to try and get me breathless, into 2 crawl slow, because I just want to get used to swimming on the fatigue. Now I don't know if that's the right thing to be doing, but it's kind of how a lot of the time we work in the gym, like deadlift under fatigue, or so we just gas ourselves out on an erg and then try and lift weights. So it's working on the capacity when you're tired and you ain't got much more to give. So that's what I'm going to try and do. If I think about the Ironman, there's going to be times when I'm out of breath. I've got to kind of actively recover. So that's kind of the mindset as to why I'm doing that. So I'm going to change it from doing 2 crawl into 2 breaststroke, into 2 fast crawl, into 2 recovery crawl, because I'm not going to breaststroke on the Ironman, or hopefully I'm not going to have to. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. So what you been up to, Lou?
It's just done 4 lengths then.
Yeah?
It's pretty good.
Unbroken?
Unbroken, full form.
Nice.
I kept lifting my head up again though at the end. The last one goes too tired.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was much better than I was doing 2 front crawl, and then I was doing 2 breaststroke. So I'm going to keep up.
So now you're up to 4. You
Four,
said in the
four
car,
unbroken.
your goal was for 5.
Goals 5, yeah. So
I reckon-
125 meters, which isn't that long.
I reckon you can get 6.
Yeah.
Just push through that barrier.
Yeah.
Keep calm, don't panic.
150 meters, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to 6 there.
And then I've just done 2 fast crawl into 2 slow recovery crawl. And I can recover in the water, but it's that when I'm going fast and kicking my legs fast,
That's what tires you.
my heart, I can feel my heart pounding and my breath going. And I'm not going much quicker with my arms. So it's the legs is the difference.
Yeah.
It's the variable. So
So you think don't kick, just...
yeah, don't kick as hard, but obviously, like, by the time we actually go for it, I'm going to be... I do want to set a good pace. I mean, I think the average time for the swim is like 38, 39 minutes for like 1.9k, nearly 2 kilometers. When I did my 1 kilometer the other day, I got 26, so I've got to take 5 minutes off my 1k time and then double the length of the distance. But I've got a lot of time to sort it, so that's not a problem. But to get faster, I'm just going to have to use my legs a bit more, or improve my technique.
Right, so I'm just going to record Andy doing a lap now, so you can see his form and stuff. Go. What was that?
I think it was hard. I think I was not showing off, but I wasn't going as slow as I've been going.
You could see you when you were like showing you turn up facing the camera. You can see that.
That's just the way I was breathing.
That's what I mean, yeah.
You just happened to be there. But yeah, I wasn't trying to show off, but I definitely was. I'm not swimming that fast normally.
Good,
so yeah, it's good. It'll be good to watch that. Yeah. And hopefully leave some tips. Anyone, if you see anything
pretty smooth,
pretty obvious that needs changing, we'll do the same for Lou now. Right, here's Louis' lap. Let's see what he looks like. Just trying to get above him. Going off to the edge a bit. How was it?
That felt like the best I've done.
Yeah?
I don't know if it looked good.
It looked quite smooth. To be honest, I was watching the camera more than you.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. Going too fast though.
So Louis doing his attempting his 6 laps now. I think he'll get it, personally. He's looking a lot smoother and he's calmed down a lot in the water, which was just always going to happen with time. So he's looking good. He's on lap 3 now. Yeah, he's calmed down and that's the main thing. That's what I needed to learn and hopefully he's going to get that today. So let's see how he gets on. I'll film him coming in. So he's just come past on his finish his 4th. He said he's knackered. I think it's because he's literally swimming with his head out the water like this. So he's just pushing against the water the whole time, which will make it harder for him. And like Ben said to Sean last week, if you look down at the floor, your head's not pushing against the water, but your legs will actually lift up as well. So then you're not dragging your legs along the floor. So it's just head position, I think, is his next thing. So he's just finished his 5th, which was his goal for today. So if he gets an extra one now, which he looks like he's attempting, then he should be really proud of himself, to be honest. I'll keep this running and watch him come in. Let's get his live reaction.
God.
How was it?
Hard.
Have you done it?
Technique went out the window for the last 2.
You did double 6 though.
Done 6.
And what was your goal today?
6 for 5.
5, so you beat your goal.
Yeah. The technique went out the window for the last 2.
You are out of breath now.
My arms are on fire.
You're more pumped than out of breath. So I reckon if you pumped rather than technique, rather than out of breath, I reckon that's your technique.
Yeah, I can catch myself breathing, but I'm pumped my shoulders.
So I think what it is because your head's out of the water, so you're scrunched up like this.
Yeah.
So it's the same as what Ben said to Sean. I think you need to look at the floor.
Yeah.
Just the meter in front of you. So it's meter in front of you, and then you're like looking forward the whole time, which is
I'm looking at here.
Yeah. So
thinking how far I've got left to the end.
Exactly, which is fine. So I think if we do a few more lengths now,
just make sure my head's straight.
Don't worry about your distance anymore. Relax a bit. And then
yeah. The first lap I did straight down because I was making sure, and then technique just went, and I was just like,
you had a goal in mind and you wanted to get it, and you got it. So that's good. Now let's focus on the technique. It was like me the other day. Like today, I'm not going for distance at all because there's no point beating your distance when your technique's crap. So
yeah,
hopefully, we've got some good footage for us both to watch back of us swimming, which is I'm glad we've got, and hopefully we can get some tips off anyone who wants to
let us know.
Tell us how to get.
Let us know how bad we are, how much we can improve by.
All right, so we're going to keep swimming for a bit and then probably get in the sauna.
Yeah.
Get a nice little sauna. That's it for today's swimming. Yes, now we've just finished our Hyrox-style WOD Pure Gym, haven't we?
Yeah. It was 5k.
5k.
In partners, so we just left the treadmill going.
and while one partner's running, the other partner's got to go and do 2 lengths of the sled that had 150 kg on it.
Yeah.
And then they had to do 2 lengths of walking lunges with a 25 kg sandbag.
Yeah.
And then they had to do 2 lengths of burpee broad jumps.
Yeah.
And we did, was it at 12 metres? 10 metres?
10 metres. It's the first sled push I've ever done, I think, to be honest. I've used the one with the wheels on in level
Not
up
on
before,
turf,
but I've never used it on soft before. And I found it hard, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I haven't been conditioning my legs very much in terms of heavy weights since I've been back yet. I'm still not even been back for 2 weeks. So
yeah, it blows your legs up.
It does blow me legs up.
But the thing is, like, you think you're good at running, and then you run when your legs are blown up.
Yeah.
And it's just not even.
Yeah.
There's no comparison.
No.
So, really, we've got like 2 weeks, not even, but I'm just going to focus for the next like 10 days trying to do running pretty much every day where my legs are blown up.
Yeah.
And see what happens. So, little workouts like that where you can just kind of make it fun with a partner.
Yeah.
Helps push through a bit, doesn't it? Because
you're
in the struggle together then with them.
Definitely. And the way we would program that workout is there was never a rest period.
No.
So you're either pushing, lunging, burpeeing, or running. There was no rest. So whereas on your actual Hyrox doubles, you're going to be pushing the sled, and then Sean will push the sled on return. So you one-to-one work to rest, whereas we were just working the whole time, which is good that you can push through. It means that when you get your rest, you'll hopefully do better. Obviously,
I think it just shows you how crazy Hyrox athletes are as well. If they can actually, like, to do that on you, like, as an individual, is just outrageous.
Yeah, non-stop.
Even in the in the events, the weights are heavier in the pro one that we're doing, but they're not resting and then going and holding sub 5 minute Ks. They're going to be doing the whole thing on their own, and then going back out and carrying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They've got no chance of getting the heart rate down.
No.
It's just unbelievable.
No.
The fitness level, and then like the K row. Like, sound, I'll do a K in under 2 minutes, the 500 metres in under 2 minutes, Sean will do it in under 2 minutes, but I'm resting the other time.
Yeah.
They're just doing the whole thing and then straight back out running.
Non-stop.
And they're getting like an hour. What's the best time? An hour and something.
Is that what it is?
I feel like the pro one's like an hour, like really low hour on
I
his
thought
own.
that Hunter beat an hour.
No, well, Hunter did it with someone and he got 50 minutes.
I mean, that's
50 minutes and 18 seconds in the pro partner.
Wow.
So they're going to chase. They said it's definitely possible to do the sub 50.
Yeah, I've never really followed the Hyrox so much before, other than I've seen Hunter on Instagram. He comes up on the reels every now and again. So it's something obviously I'm going to go and watch you and Sean in Glasgow. I'm excited to go and see you and Sean now. And now I've not done a Hyrox, but I've done a Hyrox-style workout. It means a little bit more to me because I've actually had a go at it now.
Yeah, that's the thing with most sports. Once you even fitness events, like, you can't appreciate how good people are.
No,
it takes you to get a little bit better to then realise how good the best people are.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like when you go and do a run, and then you realise that your 5k pace is slower than someone's holding for a marathon, or do you know what I mean? Or a swim, and you realise how long 25 metres is in a pool.
Yeah, and even like when I used to wrestle or go to jiu-jitsu, you think like. You do a few tech sessions and you think you're boss, and then you have a roll with someone
with a blue belt,
and you're
it's not even that much,
and you just get tied in knots and you go, for God,
this is unbelievable.
Yeah,
exactly.
There's levels to it, which I know there is in every sport, and obviously everyone knows that, but you always like to fancy
you don't
yourself.
know it. You don't know it until you know it.
Yeah, it's good to see that you and Sean are just jumping into it with 2 weeks notice.
Yeah.
And you feel confident that you're going to finish.
I can't remember who it is that says that. Is it Ollie Marchand? And he says he always wants to be 2 weeks out
from anything. Yeah. Well, it's funny because I've always said this to you lot. Sometimes on the wind up, but sometimes being genuinely serious. Like, I always feel like I'm 8 to 12 weeks away from being able to do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
So if I want to run a marathon, I'm 8 weeks away. I could actually run a marathon tomorrow. I do believe that. Now, not injury free.
Yeah, you'd be goose.
Like, I'd be goose. Like, me and Sean and Cam ran a marathon. With no training at all, and I'd been in hospital 2 months earlier.
Yeah, getting what was your appendix or something?
Yeah, my appendix out, and so I hadn't really even run. Well, I hadn't run for 2 months, and we ran a marathon, and I pulled a hip flexor, and the bottom of my foot felt like I'd been stabbed, and I couldn't walk properly for about 2 weeks after.
You got in the mouth. Cam was crying,
but that wasn't down to anything other than. I think he just lost his head, but yeah, my point being is I do believe I can do anything in 8 weeks now. Really knuckling down on this train, everything. We're going to see if I can get that 8 weeks down to maybe 2, like you're saying there.
I don't believe that I am 2 weeks out of doing anything, but I think that's what he says he tries to do in his training. And like that mindset is a nice feeling.
It's the mindset.
We probably need to do a video talking about how to train for multiple goals as well.
Yeah.
Because you can't, I mean, that Fergus Crawley always says you can't take 100% of weights, 100% of running and just do it, because that's 200%.
Yeah,
the math doesn't add up on that.
Yeah, it's too much. Your body
You've got to be willing to turn down some dials, turn up some other dials, and then accept the fact that if you're
gonna get worse,
and if you get minutes off a run, let's say your 5k times 22 minutes and you get that below 20, and you can still walk into the gym and deadlift pretty much where you were when you started doing it
within 5.
Like that's an actual massive achievement, because you haven't had to lose strength to. So the fact that you can even train, maintain the strength, and also improve your running time, like that's crazy. But you can't say I'm going to go from deadlifting 180 to 200, and I'm also going to drop me 5k, and I'm going to do both of them in 8 weeks.
You can't. Yeah, you can do it if you're at the beginner stage.
Oh, if you're a beginner stage. I'm talking about once you get into decent levels. You know what I mean?
So like, I would class myself
as a beginner right now.
As a beginner right now.
Oh yeah, you could do everything.
Everything I'm improving is improving at the same time. But because no matter what I do, everything's going to improve because of where I was. But when you're already at that level, you've got to, like you say, turn dials up, turn dials down. Like,
but it doesn't mean you don't touch it.
No, exactly. It's about maintaining things.
Yeah. While other things are turned up a little bit more.
Yeah. So.
And then when you come back 6 months later, everything is improved.
Yeah.
The issue is everything's only improved slightly.
Your baseline's slightly gone up. A couple of percent.
But I feel like that's cool.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a more complete human being. Do you know what I mean? If you want, I don't want to even get into the argument of hybrid versus not hybrid.
No.
Versus, you know, CrossFit or whatever. Like, I just don't. Who cares?
It's just body function.
It's just cool shit, man.
Yeah.
You want to be able to do as much cool stuff as you can do. I just train a bit of everything that you can train.
Train everything, and that is literally what it's about. We enjoy training, learning different sports, learning different techniques. So yeah, we're training everything. We truly are at the minute. That's good.
Other than fighting.
Which we'll do next year.
That would be a really cool addition.
Yeah.